Go.
But my name's Aaron Rolfe, and my country is Taiwan. I chose Taiwan because I wanted to choose a country that was on the list that I relatively knew nothing about. What is the first thing that you think of? Well, think to yourselves. The first thing you think of when you think of Taiwan. I think of that paint stuff that goes on their faces, makes them all look chalky. That was the only thing I really knew about Taiwan, so I had a lot to learn. The first thing I had to do was to find a song because I knew I wanted to play a song. And it was just by chance or by luck that I'd known that song beforehand, and the musician just happened to originate from Taiwan. I didn't know how to play the song, so I had to do some more research on finding the tabs and everything. Another thing that I found interesting about Taiwan was how popular anime was, which is also why those are in anime. When I was looking up anime to sketch for the project, I was surprised to see how many elderly people would actually draw anime, because as an American you'd think more of along the lines of a teenager drawing anime, such as myself or Trevor or Martin, and I think also Lenore does a little bit of anime. So the third interesting thing I would have to say was the family household. In the family household, the fathers are not questioned. He tells you what to do, and the children do exactly what you say. And Mr. Shelton probably thinks that'd be a good idea in his house. But it's hard as an American, because we're so open-minded, and a lot of children are more outspoken. And so if father usually tells you to do something, you're like, nope. But in Taiwan, that would not happen. Along the lines of research, I had to do a fair amount because I didn't really know anything about it. I started looking for, like I said, the tabs on the guitar, and I got lucky that I found a song that I had known. I did paper research, which I'm sure all of you enjoyed as much as I did. And also I had to find something to sketch, which was a little bit difficult because I couldn't find too many things on Taiwan art, but maybe I didn't just find the right website. It just wasn't for lack of effort. And that being one of my problems was finding something to sketch. Plus it's hard to sketch off a computer, or in my case I used a laptop, which if you look at a laptop or a computer, it sends it at different angles, so when you're drawing something at this angle, you're seeing it, but you're drawing it on a flat surface, the angles get messed up or construed. And another problem is I can't seem to keep a guitar pick for over 3 uses. Not because I wouldn't use it over 3 uses, it's just I have this skill called ADD, and when I see something shiny, I'll place my guitar pick down and go play with whatever's shiny, and then when I come back, I can't remember where I put my guitar pick. And that was another problem I ran into, because I had to go to the guitar store and get another guitar pick and strings and everything. I spent 17 hours on this project, and all hours were worked hard for. It's not to say I didn't have fun doing all the drawing and learning the new song. It was pretty cool. Most of the things I learned are not necessarily about Taiwan or more about myself, such as getting a string and tying one end to the guitar pick and one end to my wrist is a fabulous idea. And also that I can drive myself crazy with music, because I do these 30-minute practices for that song just every now and again to make sure I remembered it. But then I'd go on for another 2 hours playing other songs. So, and I also learned that placing water on top of a bottle of water on top of your amp, when turning it up to 15 is a horrible idea. Why? Location, location, location. Water on top of a lot of electronics doesn't have a good effect to walls. I burnt my wall because it's spilled and the amp luckily still works. But yeah, I almost set my house on fire. And I learned not to keep water around my amp. That's about it for that. This was not originally anime. It was an actual picture of a girl who works in Taiwan, and it just had a picture of her face, and I took and made her eyes anime and everything, and just instead of drawing just her, I switched it over to the way they actually draw, which was anime. And this here is anime and was anime, and the only reason I picked this one is because she has more of the what you'd expect to see a Taiwan person wearing would be like a little Chinese Taiwan dress thing with a little fan. And they turned out alright. Not too fabulous. It's the first time I ever drawing on canvas, and canvas is not as easy as drawing on paper because canvases are meant more for like painting and such, and trying to draw on them, your lead just starts breaking